Welcome back. I hope you're doing great. As a part of this video, we'll understand some of the commands which are used by Linux admins. Being a common Linux user, the question is, I'm not an admin. Do I need to know the admin commands? Even though you are not admin, some of the very basic commands which are used by the admins should be known to us. So we'll try to introduce you to some of the very basic commands which are used by the admins. So it may help you in your daily tasks. Let us get started. First command is uname -a. When we use uname -a, it displays all the basic information like OS. We will get to know the user, node, release, OS version, and also process type. In a way, we'll get to know the basic information about the operating system by using a uname -em. We do have different variations of it. We'll see them. The next one is password. Okay, if we just type in passwd, if you want to change the user account passwords, you can use this command. But keep in mind, only the root user reserves the permission to change the password. If you are not a root user, you will not be able to change the password. Then users command will display all the currently logged in users in that system. Next command is who. Sometimes if you want to know who is the user logged into this system, then you can use a who command where it will display the username, date, time, and also host information. Next command would be uptime. If you want to see how long your system is running and also who are the different users who are logged into your system, then you can use the uptime. It will also display the load average of a system. One of the most used commands from the admin perspective is sudo. What is sudo? Sudo stands for super user do. It allows a permitted user to execute the command as a super user. See, some of the commands needs the super user permissions. That is when you can use the sudo. So in a way, it will run the command with the elevated privileges. We do have different important options in sudo. That is sudo-v will display the version. Sudo-l will list the options. Sudo-h will provide the help page. And if you want to update the whole system, you can use a sudo opt get update. So sudo-v will display the current version of the sudo application. Sudo-l lists the user's privileges commands allowed and forbidden. Means if you are not a root user, you may not have all the privileges for running the commands. So that is when sudo-l will list us all the privileges, commands allowed and forbidden. And sudo-h will display the syntax and also the different command options. If you want to update all the existing applications, you can use the sudo apt update. Let us see most of them as a part of our hands-on. I have logged into Ubuntu. I'm opening a terminal. There you go. So first command is uname -a. As I said, it will display the OS, Linux, and also the node name and OS release as well. Okay, and it will display the version, all these things. You can also use uname -n. It will read a mistake. -n, it will display the host name. So there are other variations you can explore on your own. Let us look at the other commands. You can try the password command on your own. All you have to do is say password, paste it. It will ask you to change the password. You can type in password and you can type the current password and it will ask you to provide the new password. Then you can update the password. Users command will help us to see the users who are logged in currently into this system. Then we have who command. Who command displays who is the user, date and time of the login of that particular user. Then we have uptime command. So I'll say uptime. It will give us all the information about how many users are logged in and this particular operating system is up for how long. Then we do have variations of sudo. If on v, it will give us the version of the sudo -h. It will give the all the options which are available in the sudo. Let us say you have installed a MySQL. If I want to invoke a MySQL, if it is not getting invoked by a password you have given, then you can say sudo and say MySQL and type in enter. It will ask you to provide the root password. Then it will invoke the MySQL. So that is how you can use the sudo command. Wonderful. Then we looked at some of the important admin related commands. Thank you.